Hey guys, welcome to Wrangling Rutherfords. My name is Farah, and I wanted to share with you an exciting event that I got to go to this past weekend. I went to the Farm Where You Live Homesteading Conference in Fountain Inn, South Carolina, and it was actually my very first time ever attending a homesteading conference. So I've always wanted to go to the Homesteaders of America conference in Front Royal, Virginia, and I've never been actually able to quite work it out with traveling that far and taking my children and work and all the things. But when I found out that there was a conference going to be happening locally in South Carolina, I was really interested in going. What I didn't expect is that this past summer I was invited to a friend's house for a barbecue, and at that party was Meg and Josh Fisher, who are actually the owners and organizers of the Farm Where You Live conference. And in meeting with them, I got to know them a little bit better, and they actually gave me the opportunity to speak at that conference. So I was able to teach on 18-day composting, and I'll share a little bit about that later. So the first day was Saturday, and they called it like their family fun day. All the different vendors that were there and speakers had booths set up so you could walk around and get to learn about different topics in homesteading. You could buy different products like salves and soaps. There were candles and freshly milled grain and plant starts and honey. Gosh, I know I'm forgetting so many things. There was a lot there. But it was really fun to just meet so many different people and see the things that they were doing on their homesteads. I also got to meet Joel Salatin, who walked up to my booth and took a big handful of the compost that I brought as an example. The man smelled it. He said, "Oh, this smells so good. Sometimes I even eat it." And I know he was joking, but my kids thought that was hilarious and they just laughed. And they have no idea who Joel Salatin was, but it really thrilled me to be able to meet him and have him make some positive comments about my compost. So in addition to Joel Salatin, I also got to meet Billy Bond from Pastures Farm and his wife and his son William. I was scheduled to speak and teach a class right after his class. He taught a class on the chicken tractor on steroids, which is an extension of the 18-day composting method. It's how to take it a step further and use chickens to do your composting work for you. It's a very interesting topic, but I got to speak right after him, and I will admit I was pretty nervous because he is the person who I learned how to do 18-day composting from. I learned by watching his channel. So to be at my first event, teaching my first class, and then I was scheduled to speak right after him, I had just a little bit of nerves, I'll admit. And after everything was over and done with, I actually had the chance to go up to him and say hi. He gave me a big hug, and he just said what a joy it was to meet somebody like me who actually went home and watched the video and went home and did the composting pile themselves and did it enough that they felt comfortable to teach others and continue to teach others how to do composting. He just seemed genuinely thrilled that that was happening. He actually said, "I'm going to talk about you in my podcast coming up." And a few days later, he posted a podcast, which I'll link in the description down below so you can go listen to it if you're interested. But his podcast on that episode was talking all about mentors and mentorship. And he mentioned me in that, and he talked about our encounter meeting each other. It made me super proud to listen to his kind words about me, and just gave me some encouragement to continue teaching others about how to compost, how to garden, and just how to grow your own food. It was just a really fun experience for me, and I wanted to share it with you. I didn't take a whole lot of footage at the conference just because I was trying to just experience it all and take it in, but what I do have, I'll share with you guys. If you have the opportunity to go to the Farm Where You Live conference or any other conference that is local to you, I'd highly encourage it. So also at the conference this weekend, they had a pie contest. And so Kaylin has been practicing her pie making skills, and for the last month she has been making homemade pies in preparation for this pie contest. She was super excited to enter, and she actually won.
And the first place in youth was the mixed berry pie from Kaylin Rutherford.
Joel Salatin announced her name as the winner because he was one of the pie judges, and that girl won $100 for her pie. And she was so proud of herself, and I'm proud of her too. She did a great job. But that was another major highlight of this past weekend.
I know that's what I keep thinking.
You know, some people have castigated me for doing things on Sunday like this, and you know, I can't imagine a more righteous or sacred work than encouraging and inspiring better stewardship of His creation.
That's right.
So we're gathering all materials. We have our ring together. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down a nice thick layer of browns. So that can be things like straw or like leaves or the shredded paper, whatever you have access to. Wood chips are great too. We're going to start with browns, a nice thick layer, and then we're going to water it thoroughly. You want to make sure that you're watering each and every layer very thoroughly while you're assembling your pile on day one. All right, I'm here with Megan Height from Living the Height Life, and she actually did a cool thing recently and just wrote a book, which
Yes.
I just purchased my copy and had you sign it for me. Thank you.
You are welcome.
But tell us a little bit about your book and what your talk was on today.
So I talked about, and my book is on feeding your meat rabbits for free. So we feed our rabbits off of everything that we grow or forage for them ourselves. We don't use commercialized pellets, and I am teaching people to do the same. So you have a free, sustainable meat source that you can rely on your homestead.
That's excellent. I don't have rabbits yet.
You are going to get them. I am rubbing off. I am influencing you. You will get rabbits. They're awesome.
Maybe
They're
one
great
day.
for kids. So
They are, and they're great for the garden. That's my
They
thing.
sure are.
Yeah. So thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, I'm here with the troublemaker, Mr. Jesse from Whispering Willow, Willow Brook.
Yeah, see, I changed my shirt.
He had a Whispering Willow t-shirt on earlier today, so I'm giving him a hard time. But he is speaking this afternoon, and what are
Good
you
thing nobody's
speaking
going to see this video because we won't put it out for another like 8 months to a year.
Oh. He's so mean.
You can do either one.
You
He's
started
so
it.
mean.
You started it.
All right, we're going to edit that out.
That's the beauty of it.
What are you talking on today, Jesse?
Oh, we're going to talk on envy and the importance of building the community around you.
Yes, that's very important. And you already did a big part of that with your series that you did earlier in the year about touring other homesteads
Yep.
in our area and building the community that way. It helped me build my own community because I met a lot of people through that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been great. Like this whole line that we're all on right here at the festival here. We've all hung out and definitely still hang out, and this is our community. So
you're doing good work.
that's right.
You're changing the world.
We're trying to support each other as best as possible.
For meat rabbits.
So
All right.
if nobody shows up to my talk, you know, maybe at least one person will.
I'll be there heckling you from the back, and I might throw some.
Oh no! If it's like a solid 3 people, we're gonna be like in a little group circle, kumbaya, and sharing our feelings.
gosh. All
Okay,
right.
we're gonna make it. We'll figure it out.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Is important. It's very important for us to be able to talk about stuff. I'm not saying like you gotta shed tears. Not everybody's like that. But when you don't feel well, when you feel like something's weighing on you, like just talk about it.
I'm here with my friend Lisa from Homesteading and Hungry, and she is doing a talk today at the conference. What are you talking about, Lisa?
We are talking about backyard chickens.
Oh yeah? What specifically? What's your talk going to be about?
So we're going to talk a little bit about chicken math, and we're going to talk about getting a colorful egg basket. We're going to talk about different breeds of chickens,
Yes.
and then my husband Charlie is going to talk about meat chickens.
Good. That's always a good topic. I know that it was a leap from us going into egg-laying chickens into meat chickens and just learning the different setups and all the different needs that they have. So it's good. Yeah, well, thank you.
I wrote a haiku to express my feelings. Would you like to hear my haiku? Okay, even if it's not good, pretend like it is. Okay, so here's my haiku. It is, I want some chickens. Find out some can lay blue eggs. I need more chickens. That's chicken. So
This is dirt cheese and these are
Renovate the farm. Somehow 3 years the farm became working.
There are some counties will have a business aggregation center. Some counties will offer community conference.
Isaac, I see you. You silly goose.
good job. Good boy. Yes, good job.
This is why you're right.
So I'm here with Shannon, and she has a booth today, and you're selling soaps and what else?
Soaps, lip balms, and bug spray, natural bug spray.
Oh, nice. And you make all these yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yeah. And so you also have a YouTube, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's the name of your channel?
Merzinski Family Homestead.
Yeah. So we actually, my booth got placed right beside Shannon's, which then down the line you got to see Megan Height and Jesse Bickley from Willow, Brook, and Lisa from Homesteading and Hungry, and we all got to be all in a line together. All
I
of
know,
us.
it's been like a party weekend.
Yeah, so we all got to be with our friends. So thank you for doing this little video clip with me. I hope you had a lot of good sales this weekend.
I did, and it was a blessing being around you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Shannon. We'll see you later. Okay?
You need at least 1 cubic yard to make that work. Why is that?
If you have less than 1 cubic yard, then it's not a big enough volume for their microbes to build a community. So the microbes need to have enough space to actually build a community to break down your compost. And 1 cubic yard is the magic number. It has to be at least 1 cubic yard and then less than 3 cubic yards, because then it can spontaneously combust.
There were so many great people there, and I'm sure I'm forgetting to mention some of them. But if you ever have the chance to attend the Farm Where You Live conference and upcoming events, I highly recommend it. Or any other homesteading event, just go do it. Go check it out. I don't think you'll regret it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recap of the Farm Where You Live conference, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.